Hello, everybody, and welcome back to TJ's Legroom. It is once again time for TJ's mock time. Happy bonus video. So I'm recording this on April Fool's Day, but this is no joke. This is, with a couple modifications and some additional things, the brand new Ironman Hall of Armor set for the Avengers Endgame sets that just, I think yesterday, March 31st, became available to purchase. Hooray. I'm so happy. Got a couple extra guys here. A couple extra Outriders. So that brings up my total to 8. Getting a whole army there. I don't think I'll ever catch up to my Age of Ultron army, though. I have about 40 Ultrons in the end. I don't think I'm going to get that high, but we're going to get a few of these guys. I know there's some other sets that come in it, too. Anyway, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be going over a mock that is right there. But I just wanted to show, this is actually a great set. They had them at my local Target. They actually had them listed on the website for 20% off. And so I went there. They didn't have them on the shelves, so I went to customer service, showed them the product information on their website. They checked in the back, pulled out the set, and then price matched the set to their online price, which was about 20% off. So I got this thing for under $50, which is pretty awesome. Woohoo! Hooray for deals. They also had a couple other sets that were also at the 20% off sale. They had the Quinjet and the Hulk Buster, the War Machine Buster, which was right there as well. So way cool. If you have an opportunity, check those out. I did not get all the sets. Here I am to show you the Ironman Hall of Armor. Oh, you know, we have a duplicate. We have a duplicate suitcase, Mark V, which is the suitcase here, which is also this one right here. I'm just going to do I really just got to do a quick overview of the set. So the Silver Centurion is not part of the set. Neither is the Mark IV or Mark VI, as it were. But this guy, this was my absolute favorite Iron Man for the longest time. This is my favorite Iron Man suit, is the Mark V, the one that builds from the suitcase. It looked so cool, and it built around him. This was like the prototype for every suit that would come afterwards, like how to compress it all down into a manageable package, how to open it and have it work around his body and build the suit around him. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. And then my other favorite suit, and both of these I actually tried to get third party, but they were just super expensive, you know, $40, $50 a piece, was this one, the Mark 41, which is Bones. Oh my goodness, look at this thing. The printing on this thing is just so incredible. All the leg printing on it, you know, it's just an amazing detailed thing. The only complaint, of course, is the arm printing, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. And this is a pretty awesome suit. And if I'm never going to buy third-party stuff, then I'm going to just have to be happy with what I've got, right? And then, of course, I also threw in Tony from the Infinity War extra pack, which is awesome. And then, of course, he matches his Mark 50 that comes in the set. So the set comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 suits. And one of them has already been printed before. This is the Infinity War version of his Mark 50, which is fine. Still got him in there with his heads-up display on the other side of his head. So pretty normal there. So it came with 4 new suits. But of course, as you can see, and from the title of the video, I had a problem with one suit. This is supposed to be the Igor Mark 38. But in the movie and in MCU canon, you guys, that was an attempt at a nerd voice that didn't work. So it's only supposed to be a little bit larger than a minifigure, but this one is like 2.5 times the size of a minifigure, and can fit his suit inside there, which is not the way it worked in the movie or anything. Some people actually thought that this was the Hulkbuster when Iron Man 3 came out. There's a lot of... Oh, helmet came off. There's a lot of speculation that this was in place of the Hulkbuster that we're never going to get a Hulkbuster. Little did we know in Age of Ultron, Hulkbuster came back. But I really don't like the way that it builds around this guy, and that's not the way it's supposed to work. The way it's supposed to work is just supposed to be just a little bit bigger than Iron Man's normal suits. Now this one is still probably too big and is quite a bit bigger than Iron Man's suits, but only by a little bit. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm trying to put those level. I'm not trying to cheat, but this is still about a full head taller than any of Iron Man's suits. But as far as a brick built fig goes, I think I did a pretty good job on this. Now this is going to be a little bit different than a lot of stuff. You can't actually get a minifigure in here. I don't think I didn't actually even include a way to put a minifigure like head where this guy is, but in reality, I'm not really sure. I don't think it'd be very comfortable to be in one of these, so I built it just as a mech robot, which is a lot of fun. I'm super excited. Anyway, let's go ahead and show you how this is built, so you guys can go ahead and build this exact same one at home. I'm going to move this out of the way. I've had some focusing issues with that being right behind me, so let's go ahead and readjust here. Sneak peek. That's part of the giant project, actually. I'm actually excited how that's going on, but I wanted to take a break today. So the four things actually, that I took from the set, the Iron Man set, and used on this were the printed faceplate that came on it, the 2 thigh plates, which I actually turned into the arm plates, and then it came with an extra arc reactor piece, which is just a 1x1 transparent light blue plate that I reused onto this guy. So otherwise, we're going to be using a whole lot of new pieces, or a whole lot of pieces that did not come in the set. I apologize if you don't have these pieces. It kind of bugs me when some of these videos that people do for tutorials and how to build things, when they use pieces that are hard to get or that are expensive or that are not made anymore. And I apologize if I ever do that. I usually build a lot of this stuff just from the pieces that I have. And of course, everybody's collection is going to be a little bit different than each other. And I apologize if I ever do that. Obviously, make substitutions as you can. Oh, I don't know if I told you guys this yet. I do have an Instagram, TJ's Lego Room. Send me pictures of stuff. Seriously, I would love to see what you guys make. Especially from my Can You Use This series, if you ever use any of that. But we'll try to keep this video under 10 minutes, if at all possible. Probably not, but let's get started. So we have a 1x2 brick with studs on both sides, and then a 3 long bar going through it, a 3 stud long bar. And then we have a Technic brick, 1x1 Technic brick with a hole, and then the 1x1 brick with studs on 4 sides right there. We're going to take our 1x4 plate that has a little bit of decor on here. We have a cheese wedge, a 1x1, and our arc reactor, which canonically is square, so I left it square. Then we're going to take a couple of these jumper plates and stick them on here. These help cover up the sides of our arc reactor, so we're not having any of the white stick out. Covers it up nice right there. I'll show you how I did the face real quick. I used another one of those 1x2 bricks with studs on 2 sides, a couple of plates, and then just a bunch of tiles, and then stick the printed faceplate tile right on there, and that kind of gives us our head. And then we stick that right above the arc reactor. Boom! It's already starting to look like a guy. I'll go over the legs real quick. The arms are the most complicated part, so we'll save that for last. The legs are made up of blue headlight bricks, blue 1x1 with studs on 4 sides, a clip, and then a 1x2 plate and a tile, just right there to give it some extra detail. I chose this design because I wanted it to still look a little bit like a minifigure, so the knees don't bend, and he can move like a minifigure, you know. Woo, I'm running. And then he can't actually sit down, but we never see him sit down in the movie, so I think that's canonically acceptable. All right, then we have a 1x3 plate that we just stick right on top there, and that that goes along right into the faceplate, where you can see that little piece of blue right there. And that gives it a little bit of a continuity, which is nice. Then we use a couple of these modified 1x1 plates with the half a stud width sticking off the end. I'm still not sure exactly what these are called off the top of my head. I could find them, though. I can find them easily on Bricklink. So we have a couple of those, and they go on each side. But the trick with these ones is they actually do not stick stud to stud. We're actually going to use that center, I don't know if they call it an anti-stud or whatnot, but we're going to stick that right in there. And we're already over 10 minutes. I apologize, guys, but this is fun. All right, then we're going to build the rest of it. See if I can get it apart. I had it in an earlier version that the arms went together a lot nicer, and I really liked it, but I just couldn't get it to look the way I wanted. So we're going to take a 1x2 blue plate, and we're going to take a donut piece. I'm actually using one of these fan pieces because I think it gives it a little extra fun detail when you get done that there's a little bit in there. And we're going to stick that on. And then we're going to have another 1x1 with studs on 4 sides, and then a bunch of blue cheese wedges, and then a clip. And we're going to stick that. If you look, these cheese wedges are inverted if you're holding the 1x1 upright. And then we're going to stick it into the donut. And ta-da, we now have a thing. Now, this is really tight. I wish this model was a little bit more playable, but from what I got, I think I'm pretty happy with it. Then we used those 1x1 plates that have the sticker on them from the original set on the thighs. And then we used one of these gun pieces. I think they're guns. I always used them as guns. And then another blue clip and a blue clip there, a blue clip here, blue clip there. Old MacDonald had a Lego. All right, and then we just stick it on there. Boo! Now we have a functioning arm on our Igor. And yeah, so if you can look, every time I turn this, it twists some of the pieces out of order. Because again, this arm is really being held on by one stud inside. So then we just reverse that, obviously, to get the other side. And there you go. You've got your Igor. A little bit more accurate, a little bit more to scale. Some people may notice, why do I have all this flat stuff up here? If you look at some pictures of him, he's actually got a couple of these platform bars that he uses when he props up the building. His spine fuses, and then these things are like little buffers to the suit. And so I wanted to try to include something like that to just give it some extra realism. Make it a little bit more accurate. And I am extremely happy with this guy. I actually built him originally in the course of about an hour, and then the second version took me another half hour, 45 minutes to figure out how to do the arms a little bit differently so that they worked better, or so that I could get these bumper pieces on. Anyway, thanks so much for checking out TJ's Lego Room. Check me out on Instagram now, TJ's Lego Room, at TJ's Lego Room on the thing. I believe. I think that's how that works. Yeah, send me some pics, and I'll be putting up pics and some hints for my big project as I move along. So thanks very much, and we'll catch you next time in TJ's Lego Room. Bye.